Hello there fellow gamers. कैसे हो दोस्तों? How are you doing? I am the Vanquisher here and you are watching the Vanquisher Gaming. So guys, today I will show you how to set up the settings in Call of Duty Mobile to prevent lags, freezes, crashes and even to be a better player in the game. So some of the settings though will vary from person to person as everyone have different playstyle, but most of the settings need to be set in a specific way to make the game perform better on your device and for becoming better player in the game. So without any further ado, let's get started. So in this window you can see two ways of shooting. The left one is auto firing while the right one is for advanced firing, where you have to tap the fire button to start firing. I hope most of you guys use the right hand side because the left side auto firing is completely of no use unless you are a beginner in the game or you are playing an FPS game for the first time. The biggest disadvantage of the auto firing mode is it won't let you be fast enough to shoot at people when your opponents move quickly. Also, it won't let you shoot through walls or barricades and won't detect the trip mines even if the trip mine is right in front the crosshair. Now if we go to the ADS settings, here I have turned off ADS for everything except for sniper rifles because I want to start shooting opponents immediately when I press the fire button rather than scoping in. Because when your opponents are skillful and they move very quickly, then they will dodge your bullets while you scoping in, especially in close quarter combat. It is very hard to aim down people who are very fast with the scope on. But for sniper rifle, I want to just scope in and shoot, and actually almost all of the pro players use ADS only for their sniper rifles. Now it depends on your personal preference whether you want to scope in or shoot when you press the fire button. Now in basic control there are some settings to be adjusted and we need to understand why they should be in the way they are right now in my screen. First one is the aim assist. As the name suggests, it will assist you while aiming. That means when your crosshair is very near to the enemy but not exactly on the enemy, it will automatically place your crosshair on the enemy. The console Call of Duty, PUBG, Fortnite have this setting, so this is a basic but pretty helpful. Okay, the next one is the fast throw grenade. So if you turn it on, then you cannot aim your grenades correctly and your grenades can be misplaced very easily. So I would suggest you to turn it off and use manual aiming for your grenades. Though manual aiming will take little bit time, but it will be much more accurate. The third one is the quick run from prone. So as the name suggests, basically it will let you run immediately when you respawn in the game after dying. It will save your time and will help you to get in the objective zone faster. Alright, now the next setting is the joystick sprint. So basically what it does is when you push your left joystick to a certain distance, it will let you sprint. So like the previous one, it also saves your time and makes you faster in the game. So I will recommend to turn this on. Now the next one is fixed R fire button. That means the right side fire button will be fixed at a particular position where you place it, and I will suggest you to turn this on as it eliminates the chances of moving all over the screen while you are trying to aim down your enemy while you are tapping on the right fire button and avoids button collision. Alright, now the next one is the fixed joystick. So I will suggest you to turn this off because lots of time we cannot place our left thumb properly on the joystick, and if you turn this setting on, then it will not let you move when you misplace your thumb. Now the last two here are introduced in the season 3 update and by default they are turned off. I am not going to turn them on for now and will tell you guys if they should be turned on or off after few days when I actually use them. Next, I have the tap to ADS selected. I will suggest you to do so as it makes you faster to aim and kill comparing with the other options here. Next, the display left fire button should be turned on. Tap crouch while sprinting should also be turned on so that you can quickly go to crouch position while sprinting, and it will help you to dodge some enemy bullets. Now in the always sprint sensitivity, it will depend on your playstyle and it will vary from person to person. So you have to do a little bit experiments with the sensitivity settings here in the game to find out which sensitivity does work better for you. Next one is a gyroscope. So basically it will allow you to use your device's gyroscope sensor to aim. I don't like gyroscope to be turned on because it makes me moving my whole body a lot, and that makes me tired after some time of playing, and that is a great idea while streaming for a long time. Again, it will depend on your personal preferences. Now the next one is crucial, that is the camera FOV. FOV stands for field of vision. The more you increase the FOV, it will let you see more things horizontally in your screen, but it will also reduce the object details you are seeing in your screen. So ideally it should be somewhere between 55 to 60. Again, here you have to do a little bit experiment on your own. Alright, the last one here, that is the reset weapon aim, should be turned off. Now the next is the graphics settings. Now the next is the graphic and audio settings. Here, as you can see, my graphic is set to medium, though my device support very high graphics setting. Because the higher the graphics setting will be, the more the performance will drop, at least sometimes in the game where intensive combat is happening. Then the game will become choppy and laggy. So set the graphics to medium. It is the perfect balance between the visual quality and the performance of your device. If you see professional players' graphics setting, they also set the graphics to medium, though they use high-end devices like iPads and iPhones. Alright, now for frame rates, you can set it as high as possible on your device. So basically this is crucial, the graphic settings is very crucial to reduce your FPS drops, lags and this kind of problem. So you should optimally use the medium graphic setting, and even if you are using a very low end phone, then you should use the low graphic setting. Otherwise medium settings is perfect. So this audio and graphic settings is very crucial for your device performance in this game. Not only in this game, the other high-end games like PUBG Mobile and etc. So this is a very important settings, and don't forget to apply the settings that I have told here. And for battle royale mode graphic style, I will recommend for realistic, because dynamic will increase the pressure on your CPU and graphics. Standard will also do good, but don't do dynamic because dynamic will put pressure. And now in the sensitivity settings, this is also very crucial to be a better player, to be a faster player in the game. So sensitivity setting will vary from person to person, but you can just see my sensitivity settings and you can copy them if you want, but I will suggest you to do a little bit experiment here. And the sensitivity setting, you have to find out the best settings for you. So, or otherwise you can just copy my setting and you can apply them. I think they will do good for most of the players. So these are the main crucial settings in the game: the controls, the basic settings, the audio and graphics settings, and the sensitivity settings. The major roles in this game is all these 4 settings, and there are rest other settings like BR settings, quick message, controller, language and other settings. They don't really do much. Oh, I just forgot one important settings. This is the sensitivity switch settings. This is a very new settings which is introduced in the season 3 only. So you can see there are 3 options: switch while opening ADS, switch after ADS, animation ends, and gradually switch while ADSing. So the first and the third one is good. The first one, that is the default one, is actually I will say perfect for most of the time, but the third one is better for close range combat. Okay, now in BR setting, they are not really needed, they are not important. And controller setting, this is important for those who use a controller. You can set your buttons through this setting option, and the rest of the other setting option, these are not important at all for your performance or game performance or device performance, anything. So this is it in the video. So guys, if you have found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, because I will come up with more helpful videos and entertaining videos like gameplays, tips, updates, news, live streams, etc. in the future. So till then, take care, play hard, God bless you. This is the Vanquisher here, signing out.